custom classes that I use for Warzone, which there should be like a little asterisk here. I only really use one class ever, maybe two, so I went out on a mission and decided I was going to make 10 classes today, and I think I found some good ones, to be honest. A nice good mixture of weapons. But before we get into it, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for the support lately. We're gonna hit 5,000 subscribers soon, and it is going to be glorious. I'm gonna start thinking about a 5,000 subscribers special. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. Probably Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in a long time. So be on the lookout for that. Sorry, by the way, for the loud ambient noises. My Xbox and my computer are being very loud at this at the same time. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but also we're gonna chew some juicy fruit. Throw in some gum. Somebody even recommended if there's not. Basically, my goal is if there's not controller sounds, I'm gonna be chewing gum, and there shouldn't be very loud controller sounds for this video. So we're gonna chew gum. But thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's been phenomenal. We're gonna hit 5,000 subscribers, and I will keep you guys posted on how we will celebrate that. But let's not wait any longer. Let's get into it. Our 10 classes. So let's see. Edit loadout. So my number one, this is my sweaty try-hard class. And notice I haven't renamed all of my classes. Most of them say custom loadout 7 because I like copied and pasted it so many times. But the PP19 Bison. Let's take a look at the attachments I have on it. So I always, if there's an option for a monolithic suppressor, I use it. Sound suppression and damage range. Additional damage range, that's crazy. I'll take the nerf to the aim down sight speed and the aim walking steadiness. I don't really notice it all that much, and I'll show you why later. For the barrel, let me just make sure. I actually haven't looked at this class in a long time. I go with the first one because it adds damage range and recoil control. Basically, if I ever see an attachment that adds recoil control, I'm going to use it. So that's another aim down sight speed nerf. Another aim down sight speed nerf is the mini reflex. So in order to offset that, I use the Corvus skeleton stock. And of course, you gotta go with sleight of hand. There are other options. The stippled grip tape is a good option, but for me, sleight of hand is just a much needed attachment for SMGs. You gotta think SMGs are close quarters, so you need, if you're doing like a close quarters combat, chances are there's a teammate close by. So I fire, I don't know how many, I think it's like 64 rounds in this PP19. I fire 64 rounds at one guy and finally get him down and kill him. Then his teammates are probably close by. So I need to get another mag in so I can take those guys on as well. You can also change it to 84 rounds. An 84 round mag. That's crazy. That's so crazy. If I was to not use sleight of hand, I would probably use the stippled grip tape. Or the rubberized grip tape. I don't know. Probably stippled to make it aim down sight speed a little bit faster. Because I don't really notice much recoil on the PP19. But for the secondary, 650, which in my opinion is the best sniper. It's got the most damage, and it's quite deadly. Let's take a look at the attachments again. What did I say? If there's an opportunity to add the monolithic suppressor, I put it on because sound suppression and damage range, a buff, especially with a sniper rifle. I want that added damage range. I don't want any drop off. So we go ahead and throw that on there. Also, damage range on sniper rifles I feel is like the most important thing. So I threw on the long barrel, the 32-inch factory barrel. Gives it that extra length. Look how long that sniper rifle is. Of course, gotta go with the thermal dual power scope. The 5 to 12 times magnification. It's the white thermal, which I really like. I think it's really OP, honestly. What's the perk thermal? Okay, that's like a shorter version, not compatible with night vision goggles. Okay, and there's no optic glint when using this. See that you have an optic glint visible to enemies when using this scope, but I'm okay with that. Same with the variable zoom scope and the thermal sniper scope. But I think it's a necessity. I use the 9-round mags just so if I'm shooting at somebody that's like running across a field, I don't have to stop and reload. Usually I can just keep firing, and then honestly, sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed, yes, stippled grip tape is nice, but if there was a perk that I like really felt was necessary, I would take that. I'll tell you what, if you're making this class, if you would rather have a perk, I would take this rear stippled grip tape off and add a perk. I don't really know any of these. Maybe the frangible wounding would be nice, or the frangible disabling so they would get slowed down. FMJ maybe too, but that is my primary class for the perks. We go quick fix. We do not use cold-blooded. We use quick fix, and that is because as soon as you down somebody, you immediately start to regenerate health. This is going to help with the like 1v3s or the 1v2s that you run into in Warzone. If you're not running quick fix, I would run cold-blooded. Scavenger's not really necessary. Usually everybody's got ammo already on them. Double time, I mean, EOD, Really, it's just between quick fix and cold-blooded for me. Second perk, I always run overkill, and then I have a ghost perk. Well, I'll show you in a second. And then third perk, tune up, is what I use because it helps me revive a little bit faster. But honestly, there's some other really good perks here. Faster weapon swap, that could be really good. I used to use that when the game first came out. When Warzone first dropped, I was always using amped. Well, actually, I used amped, I think, in multiplayer games. But for Warzone, I think that extra revive time is really crucial. Shrapnel spawn in with an extra piece of lethal equipment, explosive damage delays, enemy health regeneration. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. Battle hardened, reduced strength of enemy flashed sun. I mean, that's just very, very rarely do you get stunned in Warzone. A spotter, see enemy equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks through walls. Interesting. Mark them for your team by aiming down sights. Hack enemy claymores, proximity mines. I mean, maybe that could be decent. Tracker is the only other third perk that I would really recommend. Just so you could see people's footsteps. That could be really nice. That could be really, really nice, honestly. But lethal, I always go with a frag grenade, and then tactical with a smoke grenade. I would recommend also maybe a heartbeat sensor. bullet smokes for me are too tactical. So that's that first perk. And then here you see that I just have the same exact class, just with Ghost set up. So the first loadout I see, I grab this class, so I get the PP19 and the AX50 that I want. And then the next one I see, I will grab this class, so I get that Ghost perk, that needy, very essential Ghost perk. So nobody can see me on UAVs. But, so those are those two classes. Next class we have an FN Scar 17, which I've started to actually come around to. I wasn't a fan of the Scar when I first started playing, and the Scar that you see on the ground drops, like the green and gray Scar, are just not very good. The blue one though, I started to get kind of good with. So I was like, all right, let's kind of work with a Scar class. And as you can see, I haven't really maxed it out yet. I'm still kind of working on it, so there might be some better attachments, but I'm going to show you guys what I run. I go with the muzzle brake for the recoil stabilization. Again, recoil in this game is like crazy high, so anytime there's a recoil stabilization or a recoil control, I usually use that. Again, recoil control, bullet velocity, damage range. I mean, I'm wondering if any of these other barrel attachments are even better than that. I mean, that is pretty crazy. For the sight, I went with the 4x flip hybrid. Hollow and scout toggle. So you have a holographic, and you can flip a magnification sight up so that you have like a 4x. Really nice, really nice. Oh, look at that! I got a new stock. Aiming stability. Yeah, see, that takes a nerf to recoil control. We're not going to be touching that. Sorry for the vehicles outside. I don't know what's going on there. So muzzle brake, longer barrel, 4x. So we got two attachments left. I go with the Merc foregrip, which gives you some additional recoil control again. With a nerf to aim walking movement speed as well as aim down sight speed, which I'm okay with. ARs, you know, you're looking at like more medium to long range, so that aim down sight speed is not nearly as important as it would be with like an SMG. So I run with that. I kind of want to try a grenade launcher on some of these classes, but I haven't tried it yet. I wonder how big this magazine is. Is it going to be 35 or is it going to be 30? I don't know. Or is it going to be 40? That's probably super OP. Well, actually, it looks shorter, doesn't it? I don't know. That's weird. Aiming stability, stipple grip tape, aim down sight speed. Yeah, so again, these are just the 5 that I run. You know, the 5 attachments. And I have that coupled with an MP5. MP5 is a classic COD gun. Classic. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Submachine gun Charlie. Wow, this is actually really dope. I didn't know you could do this. Oh, cool. Okay, but we have this gun maxed out. I used the subsonic integral suppressor. It gives you sound suppression and better aim down sight speed, while nerfing the bullet velocity, which is kind of unfortunate. It's gonna knock off the damage range, but again, submachine guns are meant to be close quarters combat, anyways. And we don't have to waste a muzzle for a suppressor, so it's like a 2 birds 1 stone kind of deal. For the stock, again, we go. Actually, when I'm looking at this aiming stability, I mean, I don't think that the MP5 isn't even really that unstable of a gun. I think I'm gonna change it to this. Or maybe this even. Nah, I don't want to nerf to recoil control. Aim down sight speed. Yeah, let's go with that aim down sight speed. We use the 10mm auto 30 round mag. It's it's not as big as the 45 round mag, but it gives you a damage boost, which I find really nice. And then for the grip, I just have the Commando 4 grip, but there might be some other good, this is kind of personal preference. I would just run a grip, the subsonic integral suppressor if you have it, a stock, the 10mm auto round mags, 30 round mags. I think that is like the most important attachment here, and then of course sleight of hand. I always use sleight of hand on some machine guns if I can. So that is that class, and then of course our 3 perks and our lethal and tactical stay the same every single time. Next up is the very, very well-known M4A1 Assault Rifle Charlie. I don't know why it says, I think that might be like your saved name, and so it just says Assault Rifle Charlie. Really nice looking weapon. This is like the standard military weapon. On this class though, we have the M16 Grenadier. Added damage range, added bullet velocity, added recoil control. Yes please, we'll use that. There's a lot of attachments for this gun that I don't even have. I only have it level 40, so maybe one of these barrels are better. We have the Singard Arms Invader, added aim walk movement speed, a little bit less aiming stability, but I'm okay with that. Aiming stability isn't nearly as important. The rubberized grip tape for that added recoil control, the 50 round mag, because why not? Honestly, I thought about going 60 rounds. Yeah, you know what, why do we not have the 60 rounds on? And then the Merc 4 grip for that added recoil control as well. I'm not too fond of the I'd like to put a holographic, the 4x flip sight on here, but I would rather get, all these other attachments. Plus, we paired it with the AX50. The AX50, the same AX50 that was in our first class. You'll probably see this a couple more times before the end of the video, as this is definitely like my go-to sniper rifle. My preferred loadout is definitely SMG sniper, but for the purpose of content, I didn't want to make like 10 whole classes that were all just SMG sniper, SMG sniper, SMG sniper, SMG sniper. I wanted to kind of get some variation going. Of course, as I say that, SMG sniper, well, actually, technically, this is a marksman rifle, but, oh wow, the monolithic suppressor is here. I didn't realize that. Okay, so we're gonna, I think we're, whoa. We're gonna take that off. Or maybe we take one of these off. I haven't adjusted this class in a while. Granulated, let's see, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, aiming stability, aim, yeah, we'll keep that. We got the 4x flip hybrid on it, so it's not a sniper rifle. But it's like, I mean, you guys have used, 4x before. We got the long barrel, the 24-inch barrel, and of course the monolithic suppressor. How dare I not have that monolithic suppressor? Okay, so the real question is, do we go with a stock? I think we gotta go with the cartridge sleeve for that extra stock ammo. Or do we go with a perk? I think we go with the flinch resistance, the focus. Because sometimes you can use this in close quarters, or maybe not close quarters, but like medium to close quarters. So we'll go with the focus perk. And crazy, and it's because I kind of decked it out, to be honest. My P90 is only level 24. I've never really used a P90 class, but I think I'm going to start using this one. I really, really like this class. For the muzzle, or for the, muzzle attachment, I went with the muzzle brake for that added recoil. But again, you can go, lightweight suppressor if you want that suppression. I'm guessing one of these is probably monolithic suppressor, and I will use it. The Forge, Tack, Retribution, Barrel Attachment, Damage Range, Bullet Velocity, Recoil Control. Again, yes please, those are my three, top, most important, pros for me. I wonder what that barrel attachment even is. I bet it's a, like a subsonic integration type deal. Optic. Wait, I probably need an optic for this class. I've never really used the P90 iron sights. We'll try it. We'll keep it. For the stock, I use the aim down sight speed stock, the Forge Tech CQB close quarters. CQB. What does the B stand for? Close quarters battle. I don't know. But that is the stock that I used, and then the rear stippled grip tape. Of course, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. Good. And then the granulated grip tape on the front to give that added aiming stability. I don't really have any perks. I don't have the sleight of hand yet for the P90, or else I would probably use that. But I'm really kind of hyped to use that P90. It looks really nice. Really nice. And I actually threw a claymore on this class, which I'm going to take off and put on a frag grenade. Because I would not be camping with, I think the claymore was still on from multiplayer when I was using this class in multiplayer. But next class, we have this was my favorite gun. I preferred this over the M4 when the game first came out, the Kilo. This gun reminds me of the ACR, because it just is like a laser beam. Went with the muzzle brake recoil. Again, you'll see a theme on all these classes. I'm always looking to reduce that recoil. Damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control. Yes, please. I think this is probably going to just be an even longer barrel. The 4x flip hybrid is my favorite sight for ARs. Went with the 60 round mag and the Merc foregrip. So we paired that with, wait, hold on, forgot to do the little theatrical look on this. Oh man, what a nice looking weapon. And I paired this with the MP7 submachine gun Foxtrot. Got the compensator on there. I believe that's an extended magazine as well, with the Commando foregrip, I think, and then some sort of stock on it, and probably rear stippled grip tape for the aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. Stippled grip tape seems to be a very good attachment. I had the tactical foregrip for the aiming stability. Wait, recoil stabilization is. Oh, okay, so that is so it stays completely still when scoping in. I think we're gonna go with the Commando foregrip instead. And then, ammunition, you can get a 50 round mag, but I'm okay with the basic magazine. And then the recon, I always put a longer barrel if I can, or a better barrel rather. So yeah, the Kilo and the MP7 is a nice little AR submachine gun combo. Oh baby, this gun, I use this class sometimes a good bit. I know I said I only use like 2 classes. This is that second class. the AUG submachine gun Alpha. Very good iron sights on this thing. Through the extended long barrel. Guy has the grip tape on it with the Commando foregrip again and some form of a stock. Look at it now. Again, monolithic suppressor. The long barrel, 622 millimeter long barrel. There's these two, and then this one takes a reduction to movement speed, but so much extra range, which is essentially we've turned this gun into a assault rifle, which is kind of nice. But it's still nice at close quarters as well. You can actually throw 5.56 mags into this thing, which is kind of crazy. I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to take off the, maybe this, aim down sight speed. No, we need that extra aim down sight speed, aim down sight speed, recoil stabilization. Yeah, see, it's kind of tough. I think we'll take that off and just throw on the massive 60 round drum mag. The 5.56 60. Look at that extra. Look at all the extra range on this thing now, and damage. I mean, it's basically an assault rifle at this point. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. But I have that paired with, of course, the AX-50 sniper rifle, SMG sniper. Like we said, that is my preferred method of, my preferred choice of class. Loadout number 8. We have the M13 assault rifle Foxtrot. And I will go through the attachments I have on this as well. Looks like we got a front grip and a rear grip and a stock and a barrel and the iron sights. Yep, the Tempest Cyclone Barrel. This is another one that adds the sound suppression, which I'm okay with, and it actually adds to the bullet velocity instead of reduces the bullet velocity like the subsonic integral suppressor on the submachine guns. We threw a Forged Tech Stalker for the extra aiming stability, which actually I'm learning that aiming stability is not exactly what it says it is. We're actually going to throw a 4x flip hybrid on this instead of that aiming stability. And then we have the Merc foregrip, the 50 round mag, which I don't know what these blackout mags are. That sounds really cool. Really, really cool. No visible tracers. That's kind of dope. And then the grip tape, stippled grip tape. Gotta go with the stippled grip tape. And the Merc foregrip. We have that paired with the famous, world famous Car 98. Of course, the Car 98. And we actually have this as a 4x, so we don't even have the long barrel on, or the long sniper scope on this thing. We're trying to keep it a little bit close quarters with this Car 98. Tactical suppressor, of course, which we only have that because we're waiting for that monolithic suppressor, wherever that might be. Give it the extra damage. The long barrel, which it doesn't make sense that this one is unlocked before this one, but it is. Again, the 4x flip hybrid, the precision STVOL, aiming stability. Now, aiming stability is important for sniper rifles. That's like when you're aiming down sights and it's like swaying back and forth. I want all the aiming stability then. It's not nearly as important with assault rifles, in my opinion. And then the stippled grip tape. Stippled. course, for multiplayer, the 7.25 was always the best shotgun. But for the sake of Blackout, I just called it Blackout, Warzone, I feel like the Model 680 is probably the best. We went ahead and threw a monolithic suppressor on this thing too. Crazy. So it's like silenced, beat liberator, barrel, tighter pellet spread. So a little bit more accurate. Throw a laser sight on it to help that sprint to fire speed. Gotta go with sleight of hand when using a shotgun, and then of course the Mark IV grip. Recoil control, aim down sight speed. We need all the fast aim down sight speed we can get. We paired that with the AK-47. AK-47 assault rifle hotel. I haven't used the AK too much. That purple or gold AK that you get in Warzone is pretty nice. It's just a little bit inaccurate for my liking. The thought process with this class is as much damage as humanly possible, which the AK is definitely a stronger assault rifle, and of course a shotgun is going to be blasting up close. We threw a muzzle brake at the basic hollow sight because I don't have that 4x, but it's got the precision sight picture, I guess. I don't know what the difference. I don't know what the difference between that and like a regular reflex sight or the other hollow sight's gonna be. I really don't know the difference in all those. The Commando foregrip works for this, and the granulated grip tape, which it's not the stippled grip tape yet because I don't have the stippled grip tape. And then of course, quick fix and tune up. We're actually gonna go and actually Claymore might be good on this class. And then last class, I have not tried this yet, but I feel like a riot shield in Warzone might actually be nice. Throw it on your back so you can't get shot in the back, and then I just threw, of course, the M4 on it, which it's the same M4. Actually, it's a little bit different. I have an optic on this M4 instead of, because I don't have an option for a long range because I have that riot shield on my back. So I wanted to have at least some sort of long range, so I took the stock off and threw the 4x flip hybrid on it. Also, we used tracker on this class instead of tune-up because I don't know. This is like a special disc class, I guess. Threw a heartbeat sensor on as well, so kind of like tracking people. I don't know. The thought process was just tracking people down and having as much protection and just tactical awareness as possible with that class. But again, of all these classes, definitely my sweaty class is the PP-19 Bison with the AX-50, followed probably by this class, the AUG with the AX-50. But I definitely am going to be trying like all of these classes in the near future. Maybe even some of these online as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite class? Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite class is. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you have any critiques on maybe some of my classes, let me know. If I'm doing something wrong, I'm always open to criticism in the comments. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys later. So, if you're watching this during the day, then have a relaxing rest of the day.